you're fishing wrong, but that's okay. You're still probably doing better than me when I started fishing, but I think it's about time the fishing community had a new and updated fishing guide. I took a look into everything to find a way to improve and speed up your fishing experience, because let's be honest, unless you're like me, you probably want to get this skill done as soon as possible. And honestly, I've wanted to make a new fishing guide for a while, but I don't like making content that just repeats what others have said, so I did some digging to figure out if fishing methods were correct, and while they are good, I think I may have found you the absolute quickest way to get from fishing 1 all the way to the dreaded fishing 50. So with that, let's finally get to the video. First, I'm going to mention some stuff that helps. Most of these items are pretty cheap, but some of the more expensive ones are just small ways to make things faster, but none of them should have a level requirement. The 3 useful pets are a flying fish pet. The 80 fishing speed gives you more sea creatures per hour than an Ammonite pet would, even with max mining and Heart of the Mountain. If you have auto pet rules, squid pets are going to be a great second choice. This is going to increase your XP, and all you have to do is make it so when you cast your rod, your flying fish is cast, and when you enter combat, your squid is cast. The final good fishing pet to have is a bat pet. During Halloween fishing events, bat pets make you so much more XP per hour. And if a flying fish pet is way too expensive for you, dolphin pets are usually pretty good. Just get whatever highest rarity you can buy for now. Make sure that with whatever pet you do decide to use, you put a washed up souvenir on them. And don't worry about putting that on the squid. If you're super rich, buy some gill splash equipment, but many people prefer just to get fin wave or ichthytic. What? And if you can't afford any of that, get yourself a clownfish cloak, a sponge belt, and a clay necklace. A reconned rift necklace with snowy on it is going to be your best bet for fishing, but if you haven't done the rift yet, I highly recommend getting a delirium necklace, or if you're on a budget, a prismarine necklace. The talismans I recommend getting is the fish affinity talisman, the bait ring, the sea creature artifact, or sea creature talisman if you're on a budget, chumming talisman, a Garimu artifact or an Agarimu talisman on a budget. Finally, a chum bucket should be pretty helpful, but don't get an Agarius chum cap. This will reduce your XP by a lot. A level 5 beacon can also increase your sea creature chance by 5 to 6%. Also, a booster cookie and a god potion always help. And if you can afford it, make sure you get yourself a glowing mush potion or glowing mush mix-in, which will increase your fishing speed. The only other important thing you need to keep in mind during this video is that fishing events take priority over everything except normal lava fishing. Make sure you're doing the Halloween event and the fishing festivals, but do not do Jerry fishing. Jerry fishing makes no XP. It's very bad for your experience per hour. At fishing level 1, you'll need a squid hat, a hydra helmet, squid boots, and an angler chest plate and leggings. And you'll be starting with a normal fishing rod. During nighttime, go to the park and buy rain from Vanessa. Then, put your squid hat on and start fishing. When it's daytime, switch to hydra helmet. You can either barn fish or fish in the spider's den. To barn fish, you just teleport all the way over here and fish the sea creature off the edge. I find that barn fishing saves me a lot of time, but if you don't have a way to insta-kill a lot of them at once, there's not a real reason to do it. For now, you should be using fishing bait. The reason you're swapping your areas between night and day is because during night you have a chance to fish up a night squid, which gives a lot of XP. Because they have such a high chance and the squid hat doubles that, you end up catching a lot of them and making more XP per hour doing this than you would normal fishing during this time. I don't want to get too much into the math, but if you want, I've left the document and the Google Sheet I used for everything in this video in the description. At fishing level 3, get an ice rod. From here on out, if you want to reforge your rods, buy a pitch and koi and put it on, since they're pretty cheap. At fishing level 5, switch to a sponge rod. Then at fishing level 6, switch to a speedster rod. At fishing level 10, get a challenging rod. This is a good time to make sure you buy all the 6-tier enchantments you can for this rod, because you'll be using this rod in the future for other rod upgrades. Also, by this point, start prioritizing spider den rain fishing over night squid fishing. I recommend getting a mod that has a timer for spider den rain if you need it. I also recommend, if you're already at combat 22, go ahead and get all the silver trophy fish. You'll need this for later, and you'll get a silver Augur's Tooth talisman as a reward. At fishing 13, get salmon armor, start using whale bait, and use the original 2 helmets. At level 15, go ahead and upgrade to the Rod of Champions. At fishing level 17, change your armor to sponge armor. Once again, keep squid and hydra helm. When you hit fishing level 20, get a Rod of Legends. You can also swap to diver's armor at this point, but keep your sponge armor, you'll be upgrading it later. At this point, lava fishing is going to be the best way to get fishing XP. If you get a starter lava rod at the top of the volcano here, you can then go to these cords in the crystal hollows and start fishing. At this point, swap to an ammonite pet to make sure you don't lose fishing speed. Also, instead of whale bait, start using fishing bait here. Make sure that you're no longer using the hydra or the squid helmet at this point. At fishing 24, you can upgrade to the Rod of the Sea and turn your sponge armor into shark scale armor. This is also your last chance to get at least bronze trophy fish without lava sea creatures bothering you in the Crimson Isle. At fishing 27, you unlock lava fishing. Get a magma rod and try to get at least 4-4 double hook and fishing speed. If you plan to use fishing to make money, please buy a 10-10 rod now. You'll need a powerful weapon to kill sea creatures now. I recommend a Hyperion, but a Midas Staff could still work, and I've seen other people pull things off with crazy weapons. At this point, swap back to a flying fish pet. Slowly, you'll get sea creature armor as you level up. If you didn't put submerged on your shark scale, or if you plan to put it on the sea creature armor, it's a good idea to swap to it. At fishing 30, upgrade your magma rod into an inferno rod and then upgrade it again at level 35. At level 36, you'll unlock thunders as long as you have bronze trophy fish completed. You'll also be able to use thunder armor now. If you also want to swap your rift necklace for a thunder necklace with fishing experience 1 on it, that could still be pretty good, but if you don't want to get the fishing experience 1, it's not worth it. At level 45, as long as you finished all the silver trophy fish, you can get a Jawbus, and now get magma lord armor. It takes like 5 seconds from fishing 45 to fishing 50, but I will say if you plan on making money from fishing, see if you can get a set with fishing experience 1 on it at least. Thank you for watching until the end. If you want to check me out on Twitch or join my Discord, both links are in the description below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you all in the next video. I love you, I appreciate you, bye!